Welcome to 3-Star Superstars, where we look at some of the best and brightest 3-star heroic spirits through Fate's Grand Order. While they may eventually be outclassed in terms of pure stats by higher rarity alternatives, these servants possess unique skills or fulfill specific niches that see them retain their utility long after multiple gold servants have visited your Chaldea. The wandering, tragic knight of the Round Table. Sir Bedivere comes into Fate's Grand Order as an excellent, single-target, boss-killing saber. Despite claims he isn't qualified to become a heroic spirit, he more than justifies his place with excellent noble phantasm damage against Lancer and Berserker bosses. In addition, he provides some semblance of team support, but this is more of an add-on to his boss-killing role, as opposed to a niche in and of itself.
Excalibur Galatin!
Bedivere's primary and practically only role in Fate's Grand Order is that of a capable, single-target, boss-killing saber through his noble phantasm, Switch On Agedlum. Agedlum is a powerful, single-target buster noble phantasm that can do impressive damage, particularly against Lancer and Berserker targets. He has two ways to improve his own NP damage within his kit. The first is through his first skill, Tactics Rank C, which buffs party-wide NP damage by as much as 16% for one turn. More notable is the second buff, his NP's Overcharge effect, which activates prior to him doing damage. It improves Bedivere's Buster card damage for one turn, scaling with Overcharge. Even at a mere 100%, it already starts out at an impressive 30% buff, eventually reaching 90% at 500% Overcharge post-interlude. Better still, because he has two Buster command cards within his deck, Bedivere is able to incorporate Agedlum into a Buster Brave Chain, allowing it to do even more damage. These Buster cards also gain the benefit of his Overcharge effect, making them more powerful as well. Alternatively, Agedlum can be used alongside the Buster Noble Phantasms of other servants, with the potential for increasing Bedivere's Overcharge, and thus damage, in the process. When featuring Bedivere in this boss-killing role, he can be a highly effective servant, despite his low rarity. This is particularly the case when he is used alongside the right supports. Options include William Shakespeare, who provides a one-turn Buster buff of up to 40%, in addition to a 20% NP battery. There is also Merlin, who can buff this Knight of the Round Table with a 20% attack boost and NP battery through Dreamlight Charisma Rank A, in addition to a massive 50% Buster buff for 3 turns through Hero Creation Rank EX. Merlin also provides Bedivere one turn of invincibility through Illusion Rank A, giving him a source of hard protection that is currently lacking within Bedivere's kit. One key feature of these support options is that they both offer him an NP battery. This is essential given that Bedivere's Noble Phantasm is the centerpiece of his kit, making accessing it vital. To that end, Bedivere's second skill, Calm and Collected Rank B, provides a flat 30% NP battery. Unfortunately, this does not scale with level, but starting out at 30% on level 1 makes it an impressive skill even without investment being needed. He also has solid, if unspectacular, NP gain, making it important to give him support and a craft essence with starting NP gauge. This is because Bedivere has just one art card, and while this can show decent NP gain, it can still be difficult to reach his Noble Phantasm without these supporting features in place. In addition, Bedivere does bring some measure of team support. His third skill, Oath of Protection rank B, buffs party defense by 30% for one turn, making it a decent skill if you're lacking any form of hard protection. Again, this does not scale with level, thus not requiring investment to achieve the full effect. It does, however, also bring a debuff resist that does scale with level, but again, only for one turn. Finally, his aforementioned tactics skill is also a team-wide buff. As a pure boss killer, Bedivere does however have one flaw. It can be difficult to get him to NP5. This is because he is story locked. Not only do you have to have already cleared the Camelot Singularity to gain access to him outside of special banners, he is also only available from the story banner. This can make him far less accessible than rivals such as Gaius Julius Caesar. However, there is a chance to get him right now. There are currently class banners, usually regarded as bait by most people, but if you are explicitly looking for Bedivere, he is one of only 4 3-star sabers, and thus very much available in the current saber class banner. This means that right now, he is potentially more accessible than ever, as class banners are an excellent way to pick up these story-locked 3 stars. This would help to fix his biggest drawback, which is undoubtedly his lack of accessibility compared to other free-to-play sabers. So Bedivere is a highly capable boss killer. Once he has access to his Noble Phantasm, a Gedlam can shine, even amongst the 4 and 5-star saber NPs, rivaling them, especially when it is at higher NP levels. It's also worth mentioning that Bedivere has received a significant buff in the JP version of the game. His Tactics rank C has been buffed to Knight's Tactics. This has not only increased the maximum NP damage buff from 16% to 20%, but it now lasts for 3 turns instead of 1. Furthermore, it comes with a party-wide NP gain buff of up to 30% for 3 turns. Bedivere's own kit revolves around using his Noble Phantasm. This is a great personal buff for him, in addition to giving him greater support utility. Bedivere is an excellent single-target saber, who despite lacking versatility and accessibility compared to some of his rivals, is undoubtedly a top-tier boss killer, and definitely a 3-star superstar. I've been Steven. Thank you so much for watching this episode of 3-Star Superstars. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.